Do brainstorming, Imrahul. What is happening? You're not speaking. What happened?
Yes,
Brainstorming should be there in every session. You have to think and think and
yes.
again. You have to do that practice. It needs work over here, right? So this thing only I would like to tell you. Other than that, I would like to tell you, Imrahul, that every time I take session from you, I feel very good. Because I've seen that smile in
Oh,
your face that gives me energy, that gives me like I feel like teaching you more and more. So this kind of interactive session is needed every time. You know what? Because I've seen students like they are very much they feel very like underconfident. They feel like, oh, what should I speak? Should I speak or not? Am I speaking in the right way? Should I speak this or not?
yes,
They
ma'am.
feel like they are confused in themselves. So this should
Hi.
not happen. How are you, Rahul?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, ma'am. How have you been?
Ah, it's totally fine. Okay, thanks for asking. After a long time, we're having the session, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how are you doing? How has been your Diwali and how's chat going on right now?
Actually, ma'am, it's really great because Diwali is really great festival for me because it's a festival of light. Because I like festival very much.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I like Diwali very much. And how about you? Do you enjoy
It
Diwali?
has been good. Yeah, yeah. I enjoyed my holidays. Of course, we got holidays, so I was enjoying. Okay, I
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
saw my friends doing that. I mean, my neighbors. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So, tell me something.
Um, First of all, ask me, ma'am, because I forget it.
What have you been doing this week? I mean, how things were going? Like your favorite festival is Diwali, so anything special that you have actually eaten in sweets or anything as such?
Actually, ma'am, I like Diwali very much because it's the festival of light. Because I like very much because at the evening of Diwali, the streets and every house full of light and it looks very beautiful. That's why I like very much Diwali.
Yeah, it's full of light, and there's
Yes, ma'am.
so
The street is full of light in the Diwali.
and we see
Yes,
actually a lot of diyas there, and especially I see in the video in Ayodhya actually so many diyas were actually there. It is wonderful seeing that. Yeah, absolutely. So today's topic for discussion, have you seen that? It's a very interesting topic.
yes, ma'am. I have seen the topic. I
What is that?
have,
It's about habit.
yes, ma'am. Habit.
Yeah. So do you want to say? Can you just tell me something related to the topic? I mean, habit. What do you actually understand by the term habit?
I know that there have two kinds of habits because the bad habit and good habit. Because
Absolutely.
um, and if bad habits acquired to me or anybody, then I can't forget this. And good habits is really good for me and anybody. And
It's like it's in ourselves actually. Okay, how do we take things, right? If we build in ourselves that good habit, eventually everything is the things which will happen in our life will be very much calm and zeal. We'll feel very good, right? So it is really very important to have those habits. All right. You know what? Habits can be good as well as bad, but it is very easy to acquire bad habits. I hope you'll agree to it,
yes,
right?
ma'am.
Bad
Yes,
habits, once acquired, it becomes the bond and chains, like it is a chain, okay,
yes, ma'am.
system,
Important thing.
chain system forever, right?
Yes,
If one becomes a victim of a bad habit, they render his escape impossibly, okay? So habits become a part of man's nature, okay? So it is
yes,
very much important to, in order to build in ourselves a good one, all right? So I hope you'll agree to it. So, what is
yes,
the
ma'am.
role of a habit in a successful career and life? Can you just tell me some of the other points if you recall?
Because ma'am, good habits there have many important role of good habits in our life to make a career because I believe that if I follow good habits
Career,
if
career.
I career, career,
Yeah,
ma'am. And if I believe that if I follow a good habit, then our career will be bright. That's why.
absolutely.
And there are many. If I do everything regularly and anything we follow daily routine, it's like our habit. Then it can make our career bright, and there are many things.
Absolutely, totally agree to your points. And what one habit you want to change in yourself that has actually disturbed you in past times, or anything that you want to change? And can you just elaborate a bit about it?
Because, ma'am, actually, ma'am, I there have no habit that I can change because I want to add a habit. Because actually, ma'am, every day I think that I want to exercise to stay fit, but I can't do anything. I can't do exercise because at the when I wake up at the morning, I feel tired. I still feel because I had to go to tuition or anywhere. That's why I did not do exercise. But I want to do because if in the morning I think that if I do exercise then I will be late to go to tuition and anything. That's why I can do exercise every day. Before sleeping I think that in the morning I will do exercise, but I can't do it. But that's why I add the exercise habit in my routine.
Okay, that is great to hear that, because in everyday life, you know what, we actually want to change something, right? If we do the same thing regularly, we are not changing, right? Because we
Yes,
are doing that in a regular way, and it is not actually, we are not able to improve things, right? So when we do that regularly, we are actually building up the bad habit, and we are not actually changing ourselves. We are not upgrading ourselves, right? Which is very much necessary for our daily life. And if we don't do that, we are not changing, right? What we say, we'll do this tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do
yes,
this tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, right? So
yes,
obviously, if we keep on changing things like for a regular purpose, like for a purpose, if you're changing something, then it will be fruitful for you. So
yes.
yeah, how actually you have developed your most effective habit? Can you tell me something about it?
I want to
Most
develop my
effective
habit.
habit, yeah, which has actually changed something in your life, which has actually helped you.
Actually, ma'am, I follow the routine because I want to develop my daily routine. Because I every day I try to follow a particular routine, but I did not follow this type of routine because I had to attend so many tuitions or anything. That's why I want to read every day in every time in the particular time, but I did not attend this time particular routine. That's why I want to make a particular routine to attend them. But that's the routine that I cannot follow. But I want to follow a particular routine.
I can totally understand that, Imrahul, because you want to do that, but you are not doing it somewhere because you are actually busy with your schedule and you're not able to do that, right? So it
Yes,
happens, Imrahul. It is a human nature. We are, of course, a human being, so we should not actually panic, and we have to think like, why am I not able to do? Am I like that, or why am I not like other people? Why am I not like my friend? So when there's a comparison sort of thing in your mind, there the problem arises.
yes,
What we are, we should be happy for that, and we should keep on changing, and we should be actually feel that competitiveness in our within ourselves. We should feel that, right? When we do that with ourselves, then there's a change that we can see. We should look back, and we have to see that where I was earlier in the past and where I am now, how much I have developed with time, and what are the changes which we have to take in time, right? So eventually that helps us to grow. I hope you'll agree to that.
yes,
Yeah.
I agree, ma'am. School. That's why I had to attend so many tuitions because for physics, biology, and math, particularly four subjects: physics, biology, math, and chemistry.
I can understand that, and it's not about a villager or anything. See, I am not talking about any villager sort of thing. I don't feel like you're a villager, and a villager, a person who is a villager, he or she is actually having so much. I'll tell you, they are more energetic and they have so many works to do. I'll
Yes,
tell you one thing, the
absolutely
positive,
right.
I'll tell you. Absolutely. I'll tell you one thing. I've seen
Okay.
my maternal grandmother. She's from Daltonganj, okay, and you know what? I've seen her working so hard. She's like at the age of 53 or 54. I don't feel like seeing a woman like that. You know what? I actually felt like, oh my God, she's working so hard. She's working from morning, like from dusk till dawn. She's working so hard. She's like going to her field. She's planting trees. She's watching. She's washing all those dishes in her home. She's cooking food. She's doing everything by her own. Although in that age, and if you tell any
Yes, ma'am.
student in our age, if you'll say any kid, please go and do this, they won't. They'll stick to their phone and
Yes,
they
ma'am.
start scrolling. They won't do that, right?
Yes.
So, you know what,
You.
being a villager, I mean, I feel like, oh my God, they are so energetic. They are so, they have so much energy and they are so enthusiastic and they are so good. I actually
Yes.
see them as a totally different human being. Okay, so
I believe.
never say that. Yeah. Okay. To drop any like bad habit generally takes a bit of a time, right? Can you share your personal experience as to why this happens? I mean, why
Uh,
it takes a lot of time to drop a bad habit in our life? And can you tell me a personal experience that you have actually faced in your life and was actually like you were feeling, why is it taking so much time? Can you tell me any experience if you have?
ma'am, I don't have any experience about bad habit because if I told is since from a childhood, but I have many bad habits since my childhood. But every day I try to improve my try to reject my bad habits, ma'am, every day. But if I talk about, there are many bad habits that I faced. But if I told, there are,
So,
I can't
no, no,
find any.
it's okay. We can't share everything with everyone. I can totally understand that. But any habit that you actually want that everyone should, if it takes time, then if you want people to understand that it is okay to not be okay, or it is okay that it takes time. So can you just elaborate a bit so that others can also get to learn a lot?
If I talk about my bad habit, then it's not so big a bad habit, but I think that it's my bad habit because when I try to study, then first of all I think that I try to solve mathematics because I like mathematics. That's why I can't focus on another subject. But I always try to solve mathematics or anything because I like mathematics. But if the result declared, then my mathematics result is best. But the other subject result is not so good. That's why it's my like a pretty
Okay.
bad habit. I did not focus another subject, but I want to focus on another subject, but I do not focus another subject because of mathematics. Because I like mathematics because there have a, you can say, there, like a bosom friends between me and mathematics. You can say.
I totally
That's why.
agree to that. You know what? Whenever we start studying, we feel like the subject we already know. We know that we are very good in that subject. We first study that only. It
Yes, ma'am.
happens.
It's my problem.
No, it's not only your problem. Chill. It's not only your problem. Everyone faces that. Okay? So it's not only your bad habit. People, I mean, at the age of yours, I mean, every student faces the same. Okay? So what happens is that in our subconscious mind, I'll tell you here, what we feel like, let's study this because we know we can easily do that.
Yes,
And when we
yes,
have reached to a point where there's a level of satisfaction, you know what, we feel like, I have done my study, so let's go and sleep now. So it feels like that over here, right?
yes,
I talked about utility, the method utility. It's a term used in economics. Okay, utility means the highest level of satisfaction. I'll give you an example. When we drink water, when we drink water,
yes,
sorry, before drinking water, what happens is that we feel like, oh, I want to drink water, I want to drink water. Where's the water? Give me. We feel like I'll drink the whole tank right now. We feel like
yes,
that. We feel
yes,
like I
yes,
will drink the whole tank. But the moment we get the glass of water in our hand, we consume it, the level of satisfaction, the level of utility gets satisfied. You get satisfied, and bit at the moment you feel like there's no requirement, done.
yes,
So
yes,
that is particular thing where what happens over here in our mind. Okay,
Yes,
we feel like we study, we feel like, oh my god, we are done, we are satisfied now, we are done now, we should go and sleep. So the value of a particular thing actually disappears. That is the concept of utility. Okay,
yes,
the
I
value
agree.
of the glass of water, yeah, the value of the glass of water when it was away from us, we were craving for it, we were actually feeling like, oh my god, I'm so thirsty, give it to me. But the moment we consume it, the value has gone. So that is the highest level of utility. I mean, the satisfaction. Okay, we
Yes,
gone there. So sorry, I was just teaching you. Okay.
yes,
What one habit do you want to install to make further progress? If you want to tell me, tell me.
yes. What can I
Any
say?
one habit that you want to install and make that in like further progress, like you want to achieve something, and like you want to, in order to just make yourself in a good position or anything as such, if you can describe
Uh,
progressing, progressing.
yes, I know, because
Any habit you can tell me. Okay, I'll tell you. Wait, don't think so much. I'll tell you a habit.
I can't find anything.
It's okay. It happens. Okay, the habit you said, right? I just wanted to have that. I just want to stay fit. You said, right? You want to
Yes, ma'am.
stay
Yes,
fit. You said, I want to have that particular habit in me, that exercise and thing you told, right? So you
yes,
want to do that. So see, here I was talking about one habit do you want to install to make further progress. So the progress, what is that exactly am I talking about? It's about your good health that you want in future,
yes,
right? So that is the thing you can speak over here. You can say, yes, ma'am, I want to have that exercise thing, particular thing in my life so that I
yes,
can actually progress. Do brainstorming, Imrahul. What is happening? You're not speaking. What happened?
yes,
Brainstorming should be there in every session. You have to think and you think and
yes.
again you have to do that practice. It needs work over here, right? Okay.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Uh,
I have to talk.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay, it happens. Okay, any other thing that you would like to discuss about today's topic regarding habits? What do you want to give any message that you want to give to people regarding
Yes,
habits?
yes. Yeah, you also said, ma'am, that if bad habits acquire to our life, then it's a bonds and change to remove it. It's adds
Possible
like a
for
bonds and change.
actually, yeah, yeah. And it is very easy to acquire bad habits, I told, and you agreed to that
Yes,
point.
yes, ma'am. Yes, that we have to refuse our bad habits. We have to try to, because after trying, if I try to our refuse our bad habit, then definitely we can do. That's why we have to try to refuse our bad habit, and we have to install so many good habits in our life, and we have to improve
We need to
our.
delete all those bad habits in our from our life, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it becomes a part of man's nature. You know what? If we keep on doing the same thing, it is already there in your mind and subconscious mind. You feel you go on repeating the same thing. You know what I'll tell you? When we are in anger, if a person standing in front of you says a particular thing, you know what? At that particular time, our mind doesn't work. It is like shush. It is like it is blank. What happens is that when we start shouting, the thing which is there in our subconscious mind, we start speaking about it. We start speaking
Yes,
about what happened, what that person did in our past. Okay, so this particular thing, yeah, this particular thing happened. Okay, so that is why we should not do anything bad or anything. We should not speak like that, so that it is actually a person gets into an habit and he keeps on, he or she can start speaking about the same thing. We also get irritated when the person says the same thing again and again, right? So
yes,
actually, us, it depends on us. How do we take things and how do we actually apply it in our life? Because
yes,
if you are free-minded, if you are having that, that confidence in yourself, if you are good behavior person, if you are actually doing good things to other people, it will eventually come to you. We should not panic. In today's generation, patience is a word which is not actually being acceptable by kids nowadays. You'll see if something happens, wi-fi disconnected, you can see Students panicking, oh my god, in 2 minutes I need that Wi-Fi, please do it. So it's a matter of discussion nowadays. You know what? Students are leaving patience, they are not having that, which is a very disturbing fact. We should
Yes,
learn to have that patience, that control, so that we can see loads of things in our life. Right? There are many more to come. Okay. So this thing only I would like to tell you. Other than that, I would like to tell you, Imrahul, that every time I take session from you, I feel very good. Because I've seen that smile in your face that gives me energy, that gives me, like, I feel like teaching you more and more. So this kind of interactive session is needed every time, you know what? Because I've seen students, like, they are very much they feel very, like, underconfident. They feel like, oh, what should I speak? Should I speak or not? Am I speaking in the right way? Should I speak this or not?
yes,
They feel like they are confused in themselves. So this should not
yes.
happen actually.
They have a problem. When I try to write, then I can write anything grammatically and perfectly. But when I try to speak, then I can't. I was stuck, and then I can't write fluently. That's the problem which I face. There's a lot of problem because there are many friends. They also face this type of problem. That's why there are actually I'm a small YouTuber. That's why there are many subscribers who want to improve their English. So I'm also trying to improve their English also, but they also give me some tips to improve my English. And there
And
through Skype
chain system,
application, I also
Rahul, it's
yes,
a chain system that goes. Okay, you're doing a
yes,
very good job.
yes.
Very good.
Yes. When I talk with them, that's I feel really confident, and they also boost my confidence very much. I also try to improve their confidence very much, and that's why when I talk with each other, that's their our uh, communication skill is improving. That's why I'm also trying to improve others' English, and it's that if I do better for others, then God will be do better for me. It's I believe that. That's why I
Eventually, it will eventually come back to you, right? So
yes,
keep
ma'am.
on
Yes,
doing the good job that you're doing. I'm very happy to have you in my session every time I say that. Because
yes,
you know what? You feel very good when there's an interactive session, and you know what, Imrahul? People love the way, actually, people, what they love, the way the other person reacts to their message or whatever they are saying. Because if you see a particular person, if someone is in front of you, sitting in front of you, if the person is using phone, what you will feel? You will feel like, ah, go, I'm going from here. You feel like, no, I will not talk to you, right? So if the person is not interactive enough, if there's no eye contact, there's no body language, there is no expressiveness, there's nothing, I'll tell you.
yes.
Because we are talking in a virtual form. And of course, we don't like people like shy and anything like that. So eventually, it will happen when you start taking the session, when you actually talk, when we start speaking, eventually that confidence comes in ourselves, right?
Yes,
It cannot happen in a one day. Come on, it cannot be done in a one day. Okay, it's not
yes,
a one day task. You have to do that by your own. It's you who can change yourself. The other
yes,
person who's sitting in front of you, he or she can only help you. Like, they can say, do this, Imrahul, do this, Imrahul, do that. It's up to you, that it's up to Imrahul, that Imrahul takes it or not, right?
yes,
I hope you'll agree to it.
yes, ma'am.
We can't force anyone. We can't force anyone to do anything. If the person is not listening to you, see, you're doing a good job. You're actually posting a good YouTube videos, like the way you are interacting. You're helping them. If they're not taking it, it's their mistake, right? So keep on doing that good thing that you're actually doing. So any feedback that you would like to give me as of today's session?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Because I have already done a conversation with you because I never converse with a tutor as friendly as you. That's why I really feel happy. But that's why I want to upload the the previous video, but I can't. I want to upload this. Can I upload this video, ma'am, on my channel?
Do it, do it, do
Thank
it.
you,
I
ma'am.
don't have it.
And I also want to upload the previous video, but I can't download this video. That's why I can't download. But your speech really motivate me a lot. The previous speech and this speech also because I like your friendly behavior and your cool behavior. That's why you're really, ma'am, great, ma'am. You motivate me a lot because I
Thank
really like. I also told saying my subscriber to join your session because they also feel they also be motivated
Sure,
to make it.
I
That's why.
want more and more people to have that, confidence in themselves because they feel like they are so underconfident. They feel like it's a big deal to speak in English. No, it's not. It's in
Yes,
ourselves that we can actually do that, right? So it's
yes,
a
yes,
matter of discussion. Actually, nowadays people are exaggerating so much that, oh my God, if the person is not speaking in English, he or she is not capable enough, and things people will go on saying. We give it's in ourselves that we take it, right? So if we are
yes,
confident, the world is there with us, everyone is there with us, so it
yes.
doesn't matter, right? So all the best, Imrahul, and I hope we will talk again. You're taking sessions for a very,
Sure, ma'am.
you're taking so much break. I actually wanted to have a session with you, so why didn't you
Yes.
take the session? I was actually
Actually, ma'am.
thinking.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I subscribed this English Yaari say 2 days ago. That's why I can't. And I faced some technical problem to join session because I told sir to then they removed the problem and I joined today with
There
you.
was some technical issue. I am totally agreeing to that.
I
Last
tried
week.
to yes, yes, ma'am. When I tried to book the session, then it shows that the subscription is over. That's why I can't book the session. And there
May
have this time slot problem also.
Okay, so when are you free? I'll see if I can open the slots.
Always I try to converse at night, 9 to 12, between 9 to 12 p.m. Because
Mm,
I also prefer
But
to
between 9
10 to
to 10.
12.
9 to 12, 9 to 10, I generally I open between like 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. And after 10, I feel very sleepy, so I leave it.
So because
Yeah.
as a science student, I had to study hard. That's why I have to sleep
Not
10,
only you,
12.
Rahul,
Yes,
not only you. I'm also a student right now, so I have to actually think about so many things. I have so many work to do. So I actually feel
yes,
like sleeping is very much important in our life. We don't have proper
yes,
sleep, then nothing will happen. That
yes,
energy is gone if we actually get up in the morning. And
yes,
there's,
ma'am.
as you can see, there's marriage in my home, and I've actually prepared a lot. Yeah,
Oh, yes, that's great, ma'am.
tomorrow there's a marriage, so I have to go there. Okay.
Who's married?
So yeah, is my uncle.
Uncle's marriage. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So actually we'll go with our family members. So maybe tomorrow I'll not be able to take the session of like students, or maybe after day. I mean like day after tomorrow, most probably. And all the very best, Imrahul. It was lovely talking to you, and thank you for the valuable feedback that you gave me. And please upload the video. I will love to watch that. Okay.
Sure,
And
ma'am.
please
Sure, ma'am.
keep on
Sure, ma'am.
motivating people like this. The way you do the thing you do, I love it. Okay. People will actually
Thank
love it. It takes time. If you feel like, I know many YouTubers today, in today's time, I'll share you one more thing, that they feel like I don't have much of the subscriber, people are not watching. So it's nothing. You keep on doing, it will eventually come. It will take some or the other time, but it will be fruitful for you. I believe
you.
that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Okay.
you so much for joining. Bye bye. Take care.
Take care,
Good
ma'am.
night.
Bye bye. Good night. Night, ma'am.